So you're booting up Guilty Gear Strive for what seems like the 100th time already in the last month, as this game has just been released, right? Looking at the character select screen, thinking about the main that you chose at the start, and like, maybe this isn't it. You know, Soul Bad Guy's right there. You know, May's right there. All these top Ramlethals right there. Like, but you guys chose to pick the sickle throwing, time stopping mastermind in Axel Low. Today I have you covered. I'm going to give you guys the 3 reasons why you should be playing Axel Low in Guilty Gear Strive. This is going to follow the same exact format as I did with the Anji's 3 Reasons video. So if you want to check that out, link to that in the description box below. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright, so you load into training mode for the very first time with Axel. First thing you notice, what? Huh? Can someone explain what's going on here? So, I'll tell you. This character is a zoning type character, similar to characters in the past like Broly and Dragon Ball Fighters. He's a big example of that, even though he has a command grab, but we don't talk about that. You know, your characters like Dalsa and Street Fighter, you know, very long normals, but also can play a very big zoning game as well. So why is this a reason why you should play him? It's kind of simple. He kind of breaks the fundamental law of Guilty Gear, where you have to be in your opponent's face. You know, look at me, I'm Soul Bad Guy. I'm gonna just do some crazy stuff and just do, like, I just did that for the first time. Like, what? Like, it's just, this character breaks any type of fundamental law with this game, just like controlling space. A good Axel player will actually keep you out by any means necessary. Controlling, picking the spots for his normals, finding out the best ranges for it. I've seen so many instances where I'm able to catch crazy things into crazy combos. You know, just doing, and then just getting a reset off that. You know, things like that. You know, being able to manipulate space and manipulate the neutral is such a big part of this character. So it actually coincides with another reason, which I think is a big part as to why a lot of people are picking this character up. If I told you that Axel Low is one of the better characters in the game because he has a decent matchup chart against a lot of the cast, especially the top tiers, yeah. People have gone on record that said that Axel is one of the harder matchups for certain characters. Zato is a big example of that, as well as Ino. Soul he does okay against. I haven't watched a lot of Soul versus Axel. I'm still researching it a little bit. But, you know, characters like that, like very rushdown heavy. I was playing against Leo last night, and I was able to keep him out almost all the time because I was able to manipulate when he jumped, when he did this, when he did that, and I was just like, okay, I can manipulate neutral and make you kind of, in a sense, like, pick you apart. And I think that's such a really interesting thing. So having the really good chart against the top tiers is such a big bonus, because now a lot of people are starting to pick up on Axel and be like, this character is really, really strong. Maybe I should learn him. You know, I even learned him. Sorry, Anji. You're going to be used in some matchups, but other matchups is going to be Axel. So I think, and that's a whole other discussion about being a dual main in a game like this. So Axel has a really good, strong matchup chart against a lot of the cast, and I think that helps out in a lot of regard. So another reason why you should pick up Axel. The third reason why you should be playing Axel in Guilty Gear Strive is his combos are some of the hardest in the game to do, with the TK Bomber, Axel Bomber loops being one of the hardest things to do if you're not acclimated to it. But they're just so sick. Like, look at that. That's just like, oh god, that just made me so happy. But yeah, no, Axel has a lot of different combos and a lot of different routes that he can take. Though they're not like super necessary to learn at the start, I think learning neutral with this character is way more important at the start. But once you get acclimated to how he plays and how he functions, I strongly recommend you learning the Axel bomber loops and optimal combos and things like that. I'm actually going to link Sage's video to his combo guide for Axel in the description box of this video. So please, 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 please check that out if you haven't already. I think it's a truly cool guide. It actually goes through all the types of like weights and stuff like that, the starters, etc, etc. So please check that out. But yeah, no, his combos are super sick, and also he has time style combos, etc. It goes so beyond everything. Also, he has a fast command grab, full screen. Fast command grab, that's full screen. See, I pray for Goku Black players, man. I pray for Goku Black players all the time. It's a struggle, but I digress. But yeah, that's the third reason, you know, just having the really cool combos and stuff like that. And that about covers it. Axel's a very good character. He takes a little bit of time because he requires patience. You know, being able to manipulate space, being able to manipulate the neutral, using your buttons wisely and sparingly, and all your options. You know, we didn't even get into Renzen and Cherry, which, by the way, is probably the coolest thing that he has. You know, being able to do the around the world and the reset and to go into bananas, and you can do that, and you can also catch people on there's so many things with this character, and I think this character is so much fun. But I digress. If you guys like this video and want more Axel content, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try to do more content for not just Axel, but for Anji, as well as Guilty Gear Strive. And if you guys have a character you guys want me to do a 3 reasons video on, let me know in the comments down below. I love doing these. I think analyzing a character and doing some research and studying how they play is super fun. But nonetheless, I hope you have a good day or night when you watch this video. And I'll check you guys next time.